rankings.
There are many like it, but this one is mine.
Power rankings.
All right, here we go.
Here we go.
I got a new team on the list to start us off.
I bet I know who it is.
To the list. Who is it?
Dallas Cowboys.
That's absolutely not.
You were so
and I will just sit here and say it's one of only 2 1-1 teams on the list.
Talking about.
Only 2 1-1 teams on the list, and neither of them are the Dallas Cowboys.
This list is Fugazi.
It is not Fugazi. You're Fugazi for sitting here and thinking that the Cowboys are a top 10 team in the NFL.
Listen, bro.
All right. Giving up 450 yards to Russell Wilson and needing a 60-yarder to bail you out.
Yeah,
A win is a win,
that's
Richard.
not great.
A win is a win.
That's not.
I'm putting the Atlanta Falcons 10th on this list.
Wow. Ooh.
I liked what I saw.
Wow.
I liked that they did not let the Minnesota Vikings off the mat. Bijan is Bijan again, and I just in terms of being called that way, he's always been the same running back. How about Kyle Pitts, man?
He's back. It's finally Pitt season.
But it's the defensive pass rush that really had me at hello there.
For sure.
And the fact that they have the kicking game settled if, John Parker Romo can't lose, was there in week 1, they might be 2-0. So I've got them 10th on the list here. Number 9, new to the list. Your 2-0 Indianapolis Colts are sitting here at number 9. I like what they're doing, man. They've got the defense cooking. They've got a punter who is basically a holder on extra points and field goals because he hasn't punted in 2 straight weeks to start the season. If you told me a team would start the season by scoring on their first 10 possessions, I would never have named the Colts. But it's the fact of the matter. Daniel Jones is playing extremely well. The Colts are 2-0, and they have to be on my power ranking list.
Have to be.
But they're 9. And then 8 is back on the list. The Detroit Lions are back on the list.
Oh, they're back.
Yeah, they are. That's the team that I needed to see. We didn't see them in week 1. They are going to have a very difficult schedule ahead of them. And it starts with the final game of week 3. It's a Monday nighter against the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah, that's tough.
In Baltimore. Right. And then you look at they go through Ohio. They visit Kansas City, which might not be that tough a game, but I have a feeling Kansas City's bouncing back. That game, that Monday nighter against Tampa and Detroit, I can't wait for that one. You look at this schedule, and some of the games are tough. They should win some of them. That 50 burger had me thinking this is Dan Campbell's message to everybody in the locker room and outside of the locker room. The kneecap biting is back. And they're 8th on the list. Okay. Number 7, up 1 spot, are the Los Angeles Rams.
Rams. Whose house?
The Rams' house. Yeah. Seeing Matthew Stafford at one point duck down, not bend over at the knee, but just squat down to avoid a sack and then pop back up and play football the way that he did, I thought, okay, the back's fine. My back hurt watching it. And Puka's running one in from 45 out. Devontae Adams is catching him. This is what we're talking about. And that defense is not messing around. So I can't wait for the Rams versus the Eagles. Number 6, up 1 spot, are the Buccaneers. I just can't get enough of Baker Mayfield, as you know. I am concerned about their pass rush. Cansey's now out for the season.
Yep.
And I look forward to Tristan Wirfs getting back in, but they're 2-0 and Baker's doing his thing, and the running game looks terrific. They're going to get Godwin back. I think they've got a very nice future and a run ahead of them. Number 5, let's get to our top 5. The Ravens are, I guess I lied. There's 3 1-1 teams on the list, and this is the highest ranked one. Ravens are terrific. Top to bottom, left to right. They're up 1. They had a great second half, and they're a top 5 team in the NFL. But Ravens are not the team with the highest-ranked Harbaugh. The Chargers are a top 5 team in the NFL. They're a top 4 team in the NFL. They are cooking. They are absolutely a nightmare to handle defensively. And their defense is a nightmare for your offense. And their running game hasn't even gotten started yet. I mean, Omarion Hampton and Najee Harris have yet to start cooking. And they're top 4. What a way for them to start. They've won in 2 different hemispheres in 2 weeks. I think the Eagles didn't even pull that one off last year. They won in Brazil and then lost the next week. They went 2-2 to start the season. So the Chargers are winning on a Friday, on a Monday. Now they're going to try and win on a Sunday in the Northern Hemisphere at home. Number 3 on the list. Get ready, because this stays like
like a buffalo.
The Buffalo Bills at 3. And then the Green Bay Packers are 2. And they
Stays like a buffalo.
And then the rent still is being paid to the Philadelphia Eagles.
Stays like a buffalo.
Who are still number 1 on my power rankings list.
Get 3 there, Rich. I like that.
Off the list are the Chiefs, the Steelers, and the Commanders go from 4th on my list all the way off. I am genuinely concerned about Jaden Daniels' ability to get back and be healthy for a bit. If we're talking about a knee injury and it could be a week, who knows? He might be out there with a brace on Sunday, performing well, and I'll put him back on my power rankings happily.
And the running game is kind of a...
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah.
Like I said, trading Brian Robinson Jr. before the season, they might regret that in the long run.
All right, so 3 2-0 teams.
Bill
not on the
Krasky
list.
might take care of business there. I don't know. But, yeah, Chiefs, Steelers, Commanders off. Falcons, Colts, Lions, either new or back on.
2-0 Cardinals, 2-0 49ers, 2-0 Bengals, not on the list.
Well, 2-0 Bengals, even though I say the season's not over, I still think, like I said, if their backup quarterback is a 500 quarterback, they could make the playoffs. One game above. That's all we need Jake Browning to be, because he's got a 2-0 base. But does that make them a top 10 team in the NFL? I don't think so.
Well, you think he's just as good as Joe Burrow, so why not?
I didn't say he's just as good as Joe Burrow. I said, would I call Joe Burrow a 500 quarterback over 15 games?
Well, he's
Would I say I'm expecting Joe Burrow to be just one game over? That's all I need out of Joe Burrow? Stop it. Stop trying to twist my words, sir. How dare you?
Meanwhile, before the show, Rich Brockman's trying to make an argument that they're equally as good.
Their stats are the same.
Yeah, but he would not.
But you even heard what Kurt Warner said in hour 1, is that there are certain throws that Browning's not going to make that they expect Burrow to make. And then there are certain things in terms of intangibles and in terms of greatness and in terms of ability to focus with the intensity to be at its highest in a playoff game. Burrow is second to none. So I'm just saying the season's not over. Like, just already start tanking for name anybody who's coming out of the draft that's not a quarterback. Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Check us out every single day streaming live on Disney Plus and the ESPN app 12 to 3 Eastern.